If your VA is not meeting expectations, it is your fault. People are lazy, especially business owners. In fact, being lazy is probably why you became an entrepreneur. But I'm here to tell you, it is not the way you actually grow a large and successful business. The fact is, building system and process and properly delegating is how big businesses are built, and most people just simply do not understand it, and they don't know how to actually build the system and processes that create multi-million-dollar cash flowing businesses. The very first thing is to build a system and process. And I'm giving you the high level overview before we dive into the details, but building a system and process is just you going out and actually doing the work, documenting it, and putting it into a system and process, meaning you've got to actually write down the step-by-step work, then put it into some sort of a tech platform, because then it can be replicated by somebody else and you don't have to be there doing it every single day. The next thing is you actually have to train and coach your people. You have to actually go through a process where they understand the how, the what, the why. They need somebody to show them the way of doing the work and actually display this is the right exact way to serve my customers. The last step is just simply monitoring and measuring daily activity and creating some accountability about getting the results. Here's what's important. Gallup and Harvard both did studies on leadership and successful entrepreneurship character traits, meaning why did these people have massive success? Folks like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, they've mastered delegation at a really high level and then created massive amounts of wealth. And the challenge with newer entrepreneurs or smaller businesses, and they look at those people and they say they probably aren't in the weeds, or they're not doing the hard work, or they're not actually, in the day-to-day. But the reality is they are in the day-to-day and they hire really good people. And here's what's reported. If you're good at delegation, your employees are actually feel more valued and actually come to work more motivated to perform. The study went on, and it's really interesting. It showed that they had increased productivity when you have a leader that delegates effectively, improved decision-making capacity of your employees, so they're making more good decisions for the business, which ultimately leads to more revenue. And then they have reduced stress, meaning the employees of the business have reduced stress, and the leaders in that business have reduced stress. So it's really important that you effectively delegate as an entrepreneur. If you're a business owner and you're worth $500, $1,000, $10,000 an hour when you're selling or creating new opportunities for the business, what you have to say to yourself is, hey, what inside my business is important, meaning it needs to get done, but doesn't need me to do. I don't have to be there to answer the call. I don't have to be there to schedule the meeting. Maybe I need to be in the meeting, but there's a lot of things inside your business that don't turn the needle. So right now in this video, I would encourage you to just pause and think. Think through the things inside your business that is worth less than $100, maybe less than $50 an hour. Those are the things that you should build systems and processes to, so you can effectively delegate to your employees, so you can focus on the things that only you as an entrepreneur can actually do. I teach you this day in, day out, and I can't tell you how many times employees and entrepreneurs are confused about what their internal value is per hour. The simplest thing to do is look at your calendar over the last month, 30 days, 2 weeks, whatever time frame, and say, hey, how much of my time was I focused on only the things that I can do as the leader, as the entrepreneur? The reality is you'll find in your calendar lots of opportunities to delegate. Now, the steps to get delegation, they're just simply 4. They're not overly complicated, but here's the truth. Most people won't do the hard work to actually document them and actually put them in a system and process, and that's what we're gonna go over today. System and process is the very first thing that you need to build inside of your business. Now, what is a system and process? It's simply you recording yourself doing the work. As you're filling out the contract, doing the bid. One of my best friends has a contracting business in the Bay Area, and he's like, hey, I need to pump out a bunch of bids. I'm like, okay, you need to record your computer screen talking to the screen about the how, what, and why of actually doing the bid. So you gotta walk through and do the job exactly the way you want it done. After you do that, you make 3 to 5 videos. What you wanna do is you wanna show your employees how to do the job exactly the way you would do the job if you were there doing it. So you're recording these videos. Then you give those videos to your virtual assistant and you have them watch it. And you have them document the step by step. Literally pull out an Excel sheet and go, step one. What's step one? Get the address, put the address into the system, right? You go through the exact steps you need to do in order to actually complete this particular task. Step 2 in the process is documenting that task. So you're gonna go step by step and document every single step of the process. Step 1 all the way to step 20, whatever the steps are. As you do those steps, what you want to do is try to marry technologies to the process. So if you can do a task management platform or a bidding platform or some sort of a CRM, if it's a sales-oriented thing or a customer service-oriented thing, you're actually going to marry the documented process, the written process of doing that task to the technology inside your business for completing the task. Once you marry those two things together, you're gonna create videos explaining how to do it inside of the technology. That's step 2. Your next step is coaching and training. Most people don't realize the amount of hours it takes to properly and effectively train a new person on a task. One of the big mistakes people make is, here's the 17 things that I need done, go ahead and do it. The reality is you want to start task by task. You set the most important task for this person to get delegated to, and you simply master that task. You do it so much with the person that they are like, I got it, Daniel, please stop teaching me. I know how to do this now. That's how you know you've effectively coached and trained somebody to do the job. Start with one thing, one task, write it down, create videos, get it in your technology, show them how to do it, practice doing it together, and then actually let them go to town and do the job. Now, the last step is the most misstep. Most entrepreneurs do maybe A, B, and C. They forget the last step, which is actually track the daily work, the activities that this employee is actually doing for your business. Make sure they're doing the work that's required to get the results of doing that task. So every single day, how many bids did you put out? How many disclosures did you do? How many paper or projects did you actually complete? You want to track the daily activities and then measure, am I getting the results? Am I getting the things that I need out of this particular position? Are we hitting the outcomes? Are we growing the revenue? Are we saving time? Whatever they are. These are the things, these are the 4 things to effectively delegate to a virtual assistant inside your business. So I'm going to review them real quick one more time. 1, build system and process. 2, document and put them inside your technology platform. 3, train them and then coach them to do it the way you need it done. I love that statement, the way you need it done. That's the most important thing. You've got to convey how you want things to happen inside your own business. And the last step is just measure the daily activity and the results that you expect from your virtual professional. The reality is the more you document, the more you put into a system and process, the more time freedom it gives you as the entrepreneur to create new things. The thing about being a leader in business is it's fun to do innovative and new things inside your business. It's not always fun to be a babysitter and do the system and process, but your employees, they love that stuff because it allows them the stability that they need and actually opportunity to grow in their own career path. And so the most important thing is businesses that have 10, 50, $100 million in revenue, they have tons of systems and processes that run inside those businesses. The difference is if you're seeing your business plateau, flatten off, not work out, it's because you haven't put the time and energy into building these systems and processes that will allow you time freedom to go get new clients and grow revenue and do all the things that you want to in life. So yes, there's a lot of hard work in this process. There's a lot of hard work that goes into it. You've got to focus, you've got to sit down, you've got to work with people, you've got to test and measure over time and stick with it for a year or two until you'll start seeing impact. Because that's the thing about delegation, is that once you build the system and process, you put people in place, it takes time for your business to actually feel that impact. It'll take time for your calendar to be freed up. But once it is, you can then go and create and innovate forward and grow your revenue and scale your business. I know how lonely it is to be an entrepreneur. All your friends, they don't quite get it because they don't own a business, they're not growing revenue, and they're not hyper-focused on building wealth and creating legacy for their family, but you are. And here's the reality, you can actually schedule a consultation with us and have a one-on-one, step-by-step process built for your individual business where you find out, hey, these are the things I should delegate, these are the things I shouldn't. We'll actually walk you through what a virtual assistant can and can't do inside your business because we've done this thousands of times. And the reality is there's absolutely no risk in doing a consultation. You walk away with a launch guide, a job description, and actually an understanding of what a virtual assistant can do for your industry, for your business, for your individual situation. And it costs nothing. We give this away because one of our core values is just having a servant's heart to help businesses like yours scale and grow, so that consultation is absolutely free. We know this stuff works and we can apply our methodologies to your business and help you grow and scale. If you've liked this video, we create free content to help businesses like yours grow and scale. So subscribe below and get all of our best stuff for absolutely free. And if you want a virtual assistant, we are the source for business owners who want to grow and scale using virtual assistants. Visit MyOutDesk.com or click the link below.